course, we should continue here. Now, normally I do these, best of the year lists towards the end of the year. But Warner Bros. Don't really have anything out, pretty much until like February of 2026, which is Wuthering Heights. I decided to go ahead and do it a little early and do my top 10 favorite Warner Brothers films of 2025 because they had a really great year. I mean, frankly, only one stinker in my opinion, and that's Alto Knights. The others were pretty decent. I mean, Minecraft, by the way, is not in my top 10 list. I thought it was okay and whatever. I didn't love it. But these are the 10 I do think are really good. So, here is my official top 10. Alright, number 10 is, of course, a recent one, and that is Conjuring Last Rites. Of course, the final installment of the Conjuring franchise with Vera Farmiga, Patrick Wilson. I thought it was really decent, really creepy. I really liked the Annabelle scene where Annabelle, became a little taller. That scene really was cool. Probably the standout moment of the whole film, in my opinion. I mean, I thought it was a really decent one, and of course, it made tons of money, so well deserved there. Alright, number 9 is a film that did not make quite as much as most Warner Bros. Films this year. But number 9 is Mickey 17. Directed by Bong Joon-ho, starring Robert Pattinson and Robert Pattinson. I thought Mickey 17 was really good. Great performance by Pattinson throughout. It is based on a book, which I never read, obviously. But it's a really decent one. Pattinson gave a really standout performance. The other cast were like Naomi Ackie, Mark Ruffalo, Toni Collette. They were all really good. Really decent little film there. Again, the movie did not do so well, but... Alright, number 8. This is a little bit of cheating because technically it wasn't distributed by Warner Brothers, but it was made by Warner Brothers. So I'm still going to sort of counting it as a Warner Bros. Film. Coming in at number 8 is The Day the Earth Blew Up, a Looney Tunes movie. Again, it was distributed by, Ketchup Entertainment, whatever, but it was still made by Warner Brothers. Like, before the movie starts, you see the Warner Brothers logo. So it was obviously still made by Warner Brothers. So it counts as a Warner Bros. Film. It was just distributed by Ketchup Entertainment. Just like with the upcoming Coyote vs. Acme, I'll also include that as a Warner Bros. Film due to the fact that, Warner Bros. Did make it, just was distributed by a different company. So, yeah. But anyway, I still love The Day the Earth Blew Up. I had a fun time with it. And again, the movie technically got released in internationals in 2024, but it did open in the U.S. market this year, and obviously I saw it in March, so obviously that's why it's also in this list. But I had a fun time with it. Really brought back old school Looney Tunes, and I just had a fun time with it, and it's well worth watching. It's also still my top 10 favorite anime films of the year, which obviously I'll do that in December. Alright, number 7 is Sinners. Most people probably have this as their number 1, number 2. I enjoy Sinners, but I didn't love it as most people did. I admit, my top 6 I think are a little better. And I had more fun time with the other 6, but I still quite enjoy Sinners. Just like Mickey 17, this movie also stars an actor playing 2 characters. Of course, Michael B. Jordan playing both parts. The vampire scenes is great. Haley Steinfeld was great in this. I could never pronounce her name too well. Wonumi Masaku, who plays the love interest in this, she's great. It's a lot of fun. Great music throughout. It's a really good one. Alright. Coming in at number 6 is F1. Now, yes, this is also mostly released by Apple, but this was released theatrically by Warner Bros. So that's obviously, it is a Warner Bros. Release. And F1 is great. Brad Pitt, really love the F1 Formula scenes. It's really great there. It's entertaining throughout. It's a really good one. I just had a way too much fun time with this one. Dems Aegis, by the way, he's a star to keep your eye out for. So, there's that too. Alright. Now, my top few are mostly horrors. Number 5 is Companion. Companion is great. Of course, you got Sophie Thatcher, where, of course, a group of friends head out to a remote to remote lakeside cabin to escape, and of course, obviously, you do got Sophie Thatcher who plays like this advanced companion robot designed for a perfect obedience here. The movie is great. It's fun, entertaining. Sophie Thatcher I thought was great. Jack Quaid, great year for him by the way. He was terrific in this. Megan Suri was also in this from Darcy Reader's Wife fame. It's a really good one. It's just entertaining throughout, and I had a fun time with that one. All right, number 4 is of course Weapons. Now I technically have two Zach Krieger films on this list because he was of course a producer on Companion, but Weapons is amazing. Great perform like Amy Madigan, by the way, deserves some award recognition for her. She is so creepy throughout. And, it's really terrific. Julie Garner's great. Josh Brolin's terrific. It gets really messed up throughout here. I love the storylines, like each storyline here. It's a really good one there. Coming in at number 3 is Final Destination Bloodlines. Final Destination Bloodlines, well, not as great as the other Final Destination movies or anything. I still had a fun time with Bloodlines. I love the kills here. I love the opening scene with the High Tower restaurant and stuff. I really quite like the group of characters here. The one who plays like the one of the cousins, Eric. He's still so the kid with the piercings. He steals so many scenes in this. It was nice seeing the late great Tony Todd back. It's a really good one. I had a fun time. It was entertaining. Love the kills throughout. Definitely excited for more Final Destinations down the line. Alright, number 2 is obviously Superman. One of the biggest films Warner Bros. Put out this year. Superman is great. It's fun, entertaining, great start to the new DCU. Has some fun humor to it. I cannot even recall the last time I've ever laughed to a Superman movie. This actually has some really fun moments. I mean, say what you want about Man of Steel. I like Man of Steel, whatever. But I didn't really have like any laughter moments. It was like a little more serious, if you will. I guess Superman Returns has serious moments too, but it wasn't all that comedic. This actually had more comedy in it. Like the most comedic stuff I've seen out of a Superman film. Of course, Nicholas Hoult as Lex Luthor, Rachel Brosnahan. Great year for the DCU with Superman. Peacemaker's season 2 is great. We're off to a great start here. Can't wait for next year when we get like Supergirl, Clayface. By the way, at the end of the year, I will do my Warner Brothers 2026 talk where I talk about Warner Brothers movies coming out next year. So that is going to wait till December or January, whatever. But obviously, Supergirl will be on that list. Warner Bros. Has a great 2026 year. Now, remember, Mortal Kombat 2 was supposed to come out this year, and that got moved. So, yeah, if Mortal Kombat 2 had came out next month, I would wait till next month to do this list. But all right, and my number 1 is the one I literally just saw. That is One Battle After Another. One Battle After Another is excellent. Like, I probably had more fun time with Superman, obviously. Like, if I have to choose which you watch multiple times between Superman and One Battle Another, I will actually watch Superman is a little more watchable. Like, it's more like rewatchable than One Battle After Another, but I still thought One Battle After Another is excellent. Leonardo DiCaprio is great. Chase Finney's terrific. Definitely is going to get some Oscar love. Great performances all around. Sean Penn's great. It's such a good one. Regina Hall. I mean, it's really amazing. And it's well worth watching there. I mean, definitely excited to see what PTA does next. But that's pretty much it there. Here is my quick rundown. Number 10, Conjuring Last Rites. 9, Mickey 17. 8, The Day the Earth Blew Up. Looney Tunes movie. 7, Sinners. 6, F1. 5, Companion. 4, Weapons. 3, Final Destination Bloodlines. 2, Superman. And number 1 is One Battle After Another. Now, again, there was Alto Nights this year. That was pretty terrible. Another one that technically went to HBO Max, not Deers, was A Parenting, which is a little horror comedy that premiered on HBO Max. That was actually pretty decent. Minecraft was okay. I don't love Minecraft, but anyway, let me ask you guys. What are some of your favorite Warner Brothers films of 2025? And what are some like Warner Brothers movies coming out next year you're excited for? Again, that list I will be doing in December, either December or January, one of those two. But anyway, drop comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that bell for notification. This is Timmy Sire.